Is it your fault as an empath if you're attracting narcissists and toxic relationships into your life? Is it even possible to stop attracting such people into your life? And if so, how do you go about it? This is what we're going to explore in this video, so let's go. Namaste. My name is Rishi AKR, and this channel is about helping you simplify your healing as an empath or sensitive. Okay, listen carefully to this. It is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Are you paying attention? Let me say this again. It is not your fault that you're attracting narcissists in your life, but it is your responsibility to stop attracting these toxic people and relationships. If it's raining outside, it's not your fault. It is not something that you can control. But if you decide to go out, it is your responsibility to go out with an umbrella or a raincoat. You cannot blame the rain if you get wet. In the same way, it is not your fault that you are currently attracting narcissists in your life. That's a result of your old childhood traumas, your upbringing, and your past. You don't control that, and for whatever reason, you have beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and an energy that seems to attract such people. But listen, this is not the channel for you if you keep blaming narcissists and other toxic people for your own unhappiness. This channel is for people who understand that you are 100% responsible for your thoughts, beliefs, and vibrations from here on. So you have to stop blaming people for your pain. They did this, they cheated, they manipulated, they blah blah blah. That's a weak person's mentality. You can't blame the rain for getting wet. You can't say, oh, my shoes and feet got wet, my hair got all messed up and I'm freezing. You can't blame the rain. You knew the consequences. What you needed was to become the person who has the thoughts and beliefs that if it's raining, it is my responsibility to go check the weather, to dress appropriately, and to bring my umbrella. So in the same way, you have to take responsibility for what you're attracting in your life. Once you take 100% responsibility, you will start looking at your energy, at your beliefs, and your thoughts and ask yourself, what is it in me that is attracting these narcissists and toxic relationships? Listen, if you're watching this, chances are you didn't attract just one narcissist. I know that you have a pattern that these people constantly and magically find you. It is because of your beliefs and your vibration. If I believe that I am not lovable, that I am not good enough, that I am not worthy, then I will attract people who treat me this way. You have to change from the inside. You have to become somebody who is worthy. Okay, listen, this is what's gonna happen. Once you start loving yourself and having thoughts of worthiness, these same people will make comments that belittle you. But instead of reacting and believing and start chasing their approval, they put you down. You just won't respond. You will shrug a shoulder instead of getting all caught up in their games. You will stop chasing them, trying to change those belittling comments into praise. And when they see that you aren't getting hooked onto their games, they will lose interest and walk away. But do you see how this comes from you being a different person? Alright, I hope you are getting a lot of value so far on this video. If so, please share this video with another empath who you think will get something out of this. My goal is to create a community of 100,000 like-minded empaths who take responsibility for who they are and take their healing into their own hands. Okay, let's talk about compassion. This is going to be difficult, but please listen. As long as there is hate, resentment, and anger inside of you towards them, you will keep attracting them into your world. This is another belief that I hold strong on this channel and is non-negotiable. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. By holding on to resentment, anger, and blame towards the narcissists who hurt you, you are perpetuating the pattern. Now, I'm not saying go become their best friend and mingle with them or just keep hanging out with them. But just from the outside, understand that it is not your fault, but it is not their fault either. They probably had a rough upbringing themselves that caused them to act this way. Everything is an act of love, or they are crying out for love. And this is what I realized in my own life. This is not for them, this is for me. I realized that as I kept looping these thoughts of anger and resentment, when I kept blaming them, these thoughts were like rotting inside of me in some way. I recognized that these negative feelings and thoughts that I was having inside of me, they weren't affecting them at all. They were happening inside of me and only inside of me. I mean, it could have been a little worth it if they suffered a little bit because of the thoughts I had, but I was the only one brewing in this shit. It had absolutely no impact on them. So you have to understand that these thoughts that you're harboring, they don't affect them at all. They affect only you. But you see, once you have compassion for them, you let go of these thoughts, you release them, and it stops eating at you inside. It stops harming you inside. And similarly, when you decide to bless them instead, to bless them and let them go, you're blessing yourself. You're letting go of that tension inside of yourself. You're letting go of that rejection inside of yourself. You're letting go of that resistance inside of yourself. Listen, this is what this channel is about. Taking full responsibility for our healing and taking back our power to be our highest self. So another piece that's directly linked to this is understanding why we suffer. As an empath, it is important for you to understand what causes you to emotionally suffer inside. So click this video right here and I'll see you there. Namaste. I'll catch you in the next one.